We're live in the pits of Motor Chaos. This is Dave. Good evening, everybody. I got on the line with me nitromethane, funny car, Telstar, Doc Halladay. Doc, how are you tonight?
How we doing, Dave?
Pretty good. So you're up at the Grove already?
Yep, we're parked at the Grove. Got here about 6:30 this evening, and got our camp all set up and ready to go. So tomorrow morning we'll do a little work on the car and be ready for tomorrow night. I guess the show starts about 6 o'clock, so everybody should come on out.
So you're going up against Baz Young again, right?
Yep. Baz will be here tomorrow. He said he'll be here about noon tomorrow. So he'll be parked right next to us, so we'll be all parked together.
Yeah. So what can the fans expect out of you this weekend? Are you going to beat Baz Young?
Well, I'm always trying to beat him. I like to think I'm going to beat him anyway. I'm sure going to try.
Looks like the weather's going to hold up tomorrow.
That's what we're hoping for. Sunny skies and good weather will make for good racing.
Sunday's not looking too pretty right now, though.
Yeah, but, we're close to the lake here. The weather can change at a moment's notice, so we're hoping that by this Sunday that it'll clear up.
So have you ran the car at all this year?
Nope, this is the first race of the season. We've had a couple of startups, did a couple of car shows, but we haven't actually raced it yet.
So this will be the first one of the year.
Absolutely. We saved the first one for Union Grove.
Everyone needs to come out and smell some nitromethane.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing better than the smell of nitromethane.
Get your eyes all cheered up.
Yeah, it cleans out your sinuses.
Yeah. They can come in the pit and watch you warm it up, too, and then it'll clear out their sinuses, too.
You betcha.
So you're pretty excited about tomorrow's event and Sunday?
Oh, yeah. We always like coming here. We got a lot of good fans here. The people are very receptive, so it makes for a great weekend. So we hope a lot of them get out here to pay us a visit and come by and say hi.
So after this weekend, you got any other events coming up in the year? Besides Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, we're going to be back running at the World Series again this year. I just got a confirmation from them on Monday or Tuesday this week that we will be at the World Series at Cordova, Illinois. So that'll be another great race. The World Series is going to be back at Cordova after 1 year have been someplace else.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's good to see it come back.
Yes, it is. People over there are great fans, too. So we got great people for fans in the Midwest.
Then after the World Series, you got anything besides Labor Day weekend back at the Grove?
We'll be back here for Labor Day weekend. We've got a car show to do up in Lannon, Wisconsin, right here by Milwaukee. So we'll be over there doing that. We've got a couple other tentative things that haven't fallen into place yet, but we'll see how they shake out.
I know the Lannon one you did last year, too, correct?
Yep.
So you do a lot of car shows every year?
Oh, I do probably 3 or 4 a year. They use us for a draw to help, most of their crowd, gives them something extra to see. They get a really big turnout at Lannon at their car show there, so it's been very helpful.
Yeah. I know Barry did one at Kenosha last year with his car.
Yep.
And there was alcohol dragster up at that event too. Ken O'Reilly's alcohol dragster.
Well, we had at the one at Lannon. We had a top fuel dragster there last year too.
Yeah, it's always good for the fans to come out there and hear the cackle of the top nitro.
Oh yeah, it's good. It gets everybody's gets their attention up and helps get them to come to the races too.
So the rain stopped over there tonight, right?
What's that?
I said the rain stopped for tonight over there, right?
Yeah. Yep. It cleared up about the time we pulled into the pit area, it cleared out. So we haven't had any rain since then.
So were any cars running tonight at the track?
They've run a couple of cars. I haven't been over to see what they're doing, but I've heard a couple of them go down the track, but not very many. It's I think after the rain, pretty much everybody that was going to run just parked their trailers and went home or back to the motel for the evening.
Right. So how long did it take you to drive from Minnesota to Great Lakes?
About 5.5 hours.
Yeah. Not bad.
Not too bad, no.
So
pretty easy run. Traffic was good. We didn't get too much in traffic problems, so it was a pretty good trip for us.
That's good. Glad to hear you made it okay and everything.
Everything is good and under control.
Car's pretty much ready to go, right?
Yeah, we're going to take it out in the morning and pull the clutch out of it and go through that. And we had it at a car show last weekend and ran it over, ran the motor and stuff. So we'll pull the clutch out and look at it tomorrow morning and make sure everything is all up to snuff.
Yeah. How'd you sound at the car show?
Very good.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was ready to beat Baz.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to try to make it up to Lennon this year to see you up there.
Yep. It's always a good time up here, that's for sure.
Now the Lennon car show, do you get a lot of people up at that car show?
At the one at Landon?
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people show up there. They had 500 cars in the show last year, I was told.
No, that's good.
So it's a good time, and they love it when we start the cars there. So it makes it fun for everybody.
You get a lot of people come up and ask some questions to you and stuff about the car.
Oh yeah. But most of the time they talk to Jerry and the crew guys. They know more about the car than I do. I just push the pedal.
Now I know you got the same nitro guy as Baz does.
What's that?
You got the same nitro guy as Baz does, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's Jerry runs Baz's deal and my deal both, so he knows all the ins and outs of what we're doing. I know enough to be dangerous.
Right. So how many crew members you got?
We've got, let's see, 5. 5 plus Jerry.
Yeah. That's a pretty big crew.
Yeah, it's, that way nobody has to work too hard. We like to have fun. We don't want to work.
Right. Now, does your Telstar Funny Car have any sponsors?
Well, Lucas Oil is a sponsor of ours, and Lucas helps us out and helps us take care of some of especially our product needs. And they have very good products, by the way, I might mention.
Right, yeah, that's all I'm saying. You can mention any sponsor you got and give them a plug and all that.
Yeah, they're Lucas, like I say, is a very good sponsor, and they make some very good products, and we use virtually pretty much everything they've got. We use it in either our own personal vehicles or in the race cars. So, and they've got some good detailing products, Slick Mist and Tire Shine, and then they've got an interior detailer too that we also use. So.
Yeah. Now, how many gallons of nitromethane does it take for one run?
We'll burn up probably about 8 gallons on a run at $25 a gallon.
$25 a gallon. Holy cow!
That figures out to be about 32 gallons to the mile.
Yeah. That's pretty expensive.
It's not very economical to run.
No, it's not. Now you've been driving nitromethane for how many years now?
A lot.
What year did you start?
Well, I started when I was just a wee lad. And then I quit for 17 years and then came back.
Oh, that was
Still have the beat for speed.
That was a long break.
Yeah, so we started, in fact, Kenny just told me this is our 10th year with this nostalgia car. So we started this one in 2008 is when we came back, or 7 is when we came back and started racing again. And Jerry was my crew chief before when I ran my Dodge Daytona cars. We ran those back in the mid to late 80s, and Jerry was crew chief on that car too.
Oh, so you had Jerry a long time.
Yep. We burned a lot of nitro together.
Yes, you have. Now, did you drive the Showtime car before?
Drive a what?
Did you drive the Showtime funny car before?
Yeah. Yep. I own the Showtime funny car now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I did a replica of Tom Hoover's 78 Showtime car, and I've driven that a couple times, and originally had Brian Stewart was driving it, and then he went on to start his own team and build a big show car, so it's been sitting resting now.
And any plans to ever take it out anymore?
Yeah, if somebody comes along with enough money, we will.
What about you, though? You're not going to drive it no more?
Well, I got my Telstar car, so there's really no reason for me to drive the other one. Unless some track promoter preferred one versus the other, then I'd bring the other one. So.
Right. So you're not running in Route 66 at all this year?
What's that?
You're not running at Route 66 at all this year?
I don't think so. I don't have anything scheduled over there, and I don't know of anything that we would be going to do. I will probably go over there myself just to watch the national event.
Right.
And hang out with you guys. So.
Do you run at Byron at all?
I haven't run in Byron since 2008 or 9. That is the last time I ran over there. They didn't run any nostalgia funny cars there this year at all for some reason. So I don't really know why, but.
Now, is Great Lakes Dragway one of your favorite tracks to run on?
Yeah, I like it here. I've been coming here for a lot of years, and I came here back when Broadway Bob was here, and Broadway Bob was always a good time. So we got a lot of good times here that we've run here and enjoyed ourselves, and I always liked the people around this area. Were always good, so we had good fans here.
Now, did you run at US 30 drag strip in Indiana when they were around?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I was saying, did you run a US 30 drag strip in Indiana when they were around?
Oh yeah, I ran US 30, and I ran up at Martin, Michigan, and we ran pretty much any track around the Midwest at one time or another.
When you used to run at US 30, what car were you running?
I think I ran my Daytona car, I believe. Or I might have run my original Telstar car, which was a Plymouth Arrow also.
Yeah, that was a good track.
Oh yeah, very good track, yep.
Yep.
It's a big crowd, so it was always fun to go there.
Man, that was one of the first tracks my dad started taking me to when I was around 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
Man, a lot of good memories.
You betcha.
Seeing the mongoose and snake and everybody up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was like here at one time when we had everybody here. We were all kind of on tour, just running around the country trying to race, make a living.
Yeah.
It was living. I don't know how good it was, but it was a lot of fun.
Right. So now you drive the nostalgia car. Have you ever drove a Top Fuel funny car?
I drove Top Fuel cars back when the motor was in front. I never got to drive a rear engine car. I would have liked to try one once. But
now, what's the difference between the nostalgic funny cars, nitro funny cars, and the big top ones like John Force and all them?
What's the difference?
Yeah, well, like engine-wise and stuff like that?
Yeah, we run the same block cranks, rods, and heads. We run smaller blowers, smaller injectors, smaller fuel pumps. We don't have the clutch management system they have. We run a transmission. So basically, the motor is the same basic motor. It's just we can't put the big parts on it, which make them go faster and quicker. But which also end up costing way more money to run because they're a lot harder to run parts.
Right, that's why they got big sponsors.
Yep. If you don't have sponsor money on those deals, you're not going to make it.
Right. Yeah, that's why they get the bigger header flames on those cars.
Yep.
So this would be like a little fun question here, Doc. If you could go up against any of the top fuel funny car drivers that are out there right now, who would you want to go against?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I said this is a little fun question here. If you were to be able to go against any top fuel funny car driver that's out there now, who would you want to race against?
Who would I want to race against?
Yes, sir.
Well, I probably raced against pretty much all of them at one time or another, so I don't know who my favorite would be. I guess when you go up to race somebody, we really don't think about who's in the other lane because you got to just go out there and race what's there. So, I mean, all the guys I've raced over the years I've raced John Forrest, I've raced Bernstein, and I've raced the Snake and McEwen, and over time, we pretty much race everybody, each other at some point in time, from West Coast to East Coast guys. So they're all good to race against. They're all good drivers, and it was just a good time to be able to race against these guys.
Man, I know you have a lot of fun racing Barry Young all the time.
Oh yeah, yep.
Off the starting line, you guys are good friends and laughing, but on the starting line, it's all different, right?
That's it. You got it.
He's the enemy on the starting line.
Yeah.
Now, at the Time Machine Nationals last year on Labor Day weekend, how was your running against him? I was there Saturday, but how'd Sunday go?
I missed that again.
I said last year at the Time Machine Nationals Labor Day weekend at Great Lakes, I was there for Saturday's event, but not Sunday. How'd you do against him on Sunday's event?
On Sunday, he didn't run Sunday. He had hurt a motor.
Oh, yeah, didn't you? You went against the alcohol car, right?
Raced the alcohol car, yeah.
Which?
That was kind of fun, because I gave him a head start, and then I had to go out and catch him, so we both enjoyed it. He said it was great fun, and I did too, and it was kind of a fun thing for the fans to watch, because I let him get out on me pretty good before I stepped on the pedal, and I caught him before we got to the finish line, so it was fun. We enjoyed it.
That was the roadshow car, correct?
Yeah.
Because I know the other alcohol car, that one was broke down too, right?
Yeah, the other alcohol car had a problem too, so it turned out it just kind of worked out. We talked to the track owner and said, hey, would you like us just to, us and the alcohol car to go, and so we could still make a show for the fans. And they thought, wow, that's a great idea. So they did it, and everybody seemed to enjoy it, so it was a good time.
Right. So now, for anyone, if there's anyone listening out there that's never been to a drag race before, what can they expect out of the drag race, Doc?
Well, they can expect to see some really fast cars, and it's very exciting. And if you see it on TV, it's one thing, but when you see it in person, it's just that much better.
Yeah, TV is you don't get that loud sound. They muffle it out and drown it out.
Yeah, on TV you don't get the real, and you don't get the feel of it too, because when you're sitting there in the stands and the cars go by, you can actually feel them. You can feel the power.
Yeah, then you got the Jets running this weekend. You got a wheel stander. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're putting on a great show. There's a lot of different things to see out here, so I think everybody's going to enjoy it a lot. I mean, I think it's going to be a good time for everybody that comes out.
Oh yeah, then you got the fast running Chicago Wise guys up there.
Yep. I heard they're going to be here, so they put on a great show too. So there's a lot of great stuff for the fans to see when they come out here.
Yeah, some of those Wise guy cars are almost fast as a Nitro Funny car.
Oh yeah, they got some really fast cars. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Now, for people out there that are coming, they should bring the kids out so the kids can enjoy this.
The kids will love it, and we have handouts to give out to the people that come out. So we try to make it fun for everybody.
Because the kids are the future of the drag racing, Doc.
Well, that's what we need. We need the little guys to come out, and the little boys and girls come out and learn about drag racing, and pretty soon, who knows, you'll see another Ashley Force or Courtney Force or one of the girls themselves are driving too. They've been doing real well.
Yeah, there seems to be more kids doing the junior dragsters these days.
Oh yeah, the junior dragsters are really big. I was at a race at Eddyville last year, and they had about 30 junior dragsters there, and the kids were just having a blast. It was fun to watch them.
Yeah, I know Dick Messino's granddaughter is at junior dragster.
Yeah, I believe so.
She was up there last year. She had the junior dragster out there.
Oh, okay.
And then we can't forget we got Arnie the Farmer Beswick out there. Not sure if he's going to run or not. If he said if he has a crew, he'll run, but he might not have a crew to be able to run.
Okay.
Now, of course, Arnie's drives faster backwards than forwards.
Yep. Yeah, I understand Arnie's going to be here this weekend, so.
Yeah, I was talking to him the other day. He said he might not have a crew to work on his car out. Then he won't be able to run, but he'll be there. Whether running or not, he'll be there.
Yeah. That's why I heard he's going to be here, so we'll see if he rounds up some crew guys or not.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep.
So,
he's always good to watch.
Oh, yeah. Been good. He's another one that's been at it for years.
Yep.
So, Doc, any last words for the fans out there?
Well, I'd just like to see him, Carl, come out and join us. Looks like we'll have some good racing weather, and it'd be great for him to stop out and see us and say hi.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Doc.
Okay, talk to you later, Dave.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.